I'm back. This is Judy Parcell again. And do you remember this little creation that I made just recently by combining a sheet of background of watercolor, and then I threw on this, and then I put the stencil over it, and because the stencil kind of is warped, I was able to achieve one kind of feel with it. And then when I put a piece of glass on top of it, I was able to achieve a whole different feeling. Now out of those two pieces of art, I printed one like this and one without the glass. Here is what came out of the printer. Now, to me, that's not real exciting, but what could I do to make it exciting? So I thought, well, this almost smacks of being gold. So I got out this, it's cardstock that's gold, and it doesn't show up gold here. That's unfortunate. Shows up silver, but this is the trick about anything that's metallic. Digitally, computers and everything just don't like gold or silver for some reason. But anyway, it did make it pop. And maybe if I use the glass on it, we'll get a different effect. Let's see what happens here. No, you can sort of see the gold on it. That's unfortunate. Sorry to see that, but nothing I can do. Anyway, it pops a little bit on the gold. And it's pretty, it's soft, it'd make a great card. But how could I make it pop even more? So, you know those doilies you buy in hobby shops? Well, I have one that I cut out of a bigger doily, and I set it on this, and I set this in the center, and now this really stands out. And that would make a nice card. I like that a lot. So maybe I am being creative without knowing it. Who knows? I was going to show you something else that I have. And it's this beautiful thing. Let me move this out of the way. This very, very beautiful thing. I made this with a special, I made the artwork, and then I set this in a special software that I was able to download for free. It's called Graphics Converter. It's open source, so it's free. You're not pirating it, if there's any such thing again. And I've paid a donation towards it because I use it a lot, and I get this kaleidoscope effect with some of my art. And this is a piece that turned out, which I thought was absolutely beautiful. But I go, well, what am I going to do with it? Well, time passes on when you're having fun. And I decided to put this in the center. That's that thing we had. Put this in the center, and I get a whole different feel from it. Absolutely gorgeous. The other thing I can do, if that fits on there, it doesn't fit on there, it's too big. I do have that, but this by itself would be sufficient for a 8 by 10 piece of art. Now I could bring this up. You can lay it flat with the glass and photograph it. I've always photographed anything I do that I really like. It's not a bad idea, because down the road, that might be just the file you need for a piece of work. Also, if I want to make this on a 4x5 card, and it's in a digital file, I can reduce or expand the size of this no matter how big I have it made. Okay, so that's another idea. I hope you are following me on this. Now, I also, and it is unfortunate that the gold doesn't show up here on this. It's just very unfortunate. But imagine pure gold foil, and we stick this on there, and then we stick this on there. Actually, that doesn't look too good together. I'll take that back. Yeah, that's too much. Anyway, I like this by itself on white, or maybe another color. What would be a good color? I would say picking up a yellow, maybe. Picking up an aqua. Picking up a green or a pink. Maybe a pink. I don't see anything that color. I don't think I have any cardstock that color. Let's try this. Ooh, that's pretty. That really stands out on that, doesn't it? Now let's set that together. No. That just stands out by itself. How would that stand out this way? See how I'm doing? I just try different things. Now on purple, that looks even better than on gold. Not bad. So I think I know what I want to do with this card. Now at this point, this card would fit on an 8.5 by 11, but I would have to reduce this down to maybe a 5 by 7 card. Whoop. You're not supposed to travel up, honey. You're supposed to stay put and be a good girl. There. There you go. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you, was how to experiment a little bit with different things you have on your non-creative days, or months like I have sometimes. Is always save your art. Always save every piece of this stuff. You just never know what you're going to come up with. All these pieces that I saved have contributed to, including this, have contributed to me creating some new pieces. So this is just about all I can come up with when I'm being non-creative. Anyway, thank you for joining me in my studio, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.